And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Goff. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you... The offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Goff now looks to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting. You better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's 2nd and 7. Wilson. Being chased out left. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's going to go down again.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touched down, but just outside of the red zone. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This one caught left side by Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 15-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On third and goal, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass. And
didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on third. Goff sheds off the tackle, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And his throw is incomplete. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On third down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
To throw is RG3. And this is caught. in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's McCoy. And some room to work. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Goff. And an alley to run. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. first down throw. Gone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen? To you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Third and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on second down is gone. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rob Gronkowski, 28 yards. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Goff. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Vikings. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Back now in Atlanta. It's been an even one to this point. 8-8, the interesting score as we start quarter number 4. On first down, gone. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Goff on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Goff throwing again. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics...
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Often on... You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not... I'm going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now it's gone. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Goff now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On first and 10, Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. I don't think this will even... Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it. The 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. First throw in overtime for Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now Goff. He's got Evans. And he brings brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's in the O.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. And a caught. Costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security and in overtime so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarter.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.